Welcome to Forestry Talk. I'm Paige Chad, and this is my co-host, Danny Litt. We are Fleming forestry technicians, and in this segment, we will be talking about bioenergy.
Now, what's bioenergy, you ask? Bioenergy is any renewable energy or fuel derived from biological sources.
But today, we will be focusing on wood pellet biofuels, which is directly influenced by the forestry industry.
Wood pellets are a heating fuel made of clean compressed sawdust. They are quite efficient and easy to use. Plus, they are also 100% natural.
They are increasing in popularity due to their cost savings and environmental impacts. In fact, wood pellets recycle byproducts of the forest industry that would regularly end up in landfills.
Now we are going to discuss how wood pellets are made in a 4-step process. Step 1. Chippers and hammer mills. The picture you see here is a hammer mill. Now, all manufacturing companies will have this, but they may not have a chipper mill. Chipper mills are only needed if the wood product is in large pieces. Now, hammer mills break up the sawdust into a smaller, more uniform size, making drying and pressing through the pellet die quick and consistent.
Step 2. Drying. In this picture, you see large drying drums that use various fuel sources to drive off the extra moisture. The drying drums may use sawdust burners, natural gas, propane, and other fuel sources.
Step 3. The pellet mill. After drying, the sawdust is pressed through dies at high pressure. This process causes the sawdust to heat up and release natural lignins in the wood that actually bind the sawdust together. The mill also decides the durability, diameter, density, and length of the pellet.
Step 4. Cooling and storage. In this picture, you will see a cooling unit for the pellets. The pellets come out of the mill between 200 and 250 degrees and very soft. This cooling tower is used to bring the temperature down and harden the pellets. After cooling, they are usually stored in a silo and await their sale.
And finally, you get something that looks a little like this.
Kind of looks like rabbit food, eh?
So you can use these pellets in high-efficiency stoves, fireplace inserts, and central heating systems.
Although these pellets are largely manufactured in Canada, we do not have a big market for them. However, there's a really big market in the UK and Asia right now.
Now it's time for the question period of our segment.
We have Jack Pine emailing us here from Kakabeka Falls, Ontario, asking us if wood pellet stoves burn greener than normal wood-burning stoves. Great question, Jack.
Well, there are pros and cons to both, but pellet stoves are 75 to 90% efficient. This is due to the fact that normal wood has 2 to 3 times more moisture than pellets.
And with a high-quality brand of pellets, you'll typically only see about a quarter cup of ash, which is compared to normal wood-burning stoves, which produce way more ash than that.
It's also a good idea if you don't have a chimney, because you only need a small hole in the wall for ventilation purposes.
Overall, wood pellet stoves are more efficient than wood-burning stoves because they produce less waste, produce less emissions, and are excellent heating sources for the average Canadian family.
Well, that's all the time we have today on Forestry Talk. I'm Danny Litt, and this is my co-host, Paige Chad. Thanks for joining us. Also, a big thanks to our sponsor for today, Wood Pellets Association of Canada. If you're interested in purchasing any wood pellets, please go to the website provided.